Okay, let's have a chat about the difference between personal sovereignty, resilience, and self-mastery. If there is a difference at all between those, and what are we meaning by personal sovereignty? So put simply, personal sovereignty is having independence over one's own state, thoughts, and emotions. And if we're looking to have and be independent over our own state, thoughts, and emotions, then where does the dependency lie? And so what that is speaking to is our state, thoughts, and emotions being dependent upon external factors, upon our external environment and situations we might be in, conversations we might be in, where we find a shift in our state, we find a not so useful thought arise, or an emotion arise that overrides us. And so what we're looking to do is to not be had by those arising, to allow them to arise, and to be independent, to have power of choice as to how we respond in the moment despite those things arising. And this is a flexibility that each and every one of us has as a human being. Via inner practices, inner work, we build and build and build the capacity to create space in the moment, whether it be personally or professionally, with friends and family, or with your team in the meeting, or with your boss, to be able to, in the moment, as there is this shift in state, there is a thought that arises that might not be so useful, or there is an emotion that's quite overriding, can we gain independence, create this space, place ourselves in a position and power of choice to respond in a more useful way? Whether we're calling it personal sovereignty, to have sovereignty over one's own state, or resilience, which is having the power of choice to decide what we place our attention on in any given moment. Is it the unbearing difficulty of the situation that we allow ourselves to pay attention to? Or do we want a more resourceful and useful response to be played out in that moment? Self-mastery is merely a tool that helps us govern and have independence over all that may be going on in the moment. So have a go at noticing for yourself recent situations, both personally and professionally, where you would have liked to have been and responded in a more useful and resourceful way. What was it that didn't allow you to do that? And how would you have liked to have responded? Would space in the moment, this internal sense of space, have allowed you to make a more resourceful decision as to how you respond? And when you notice these situations and how you responded or reacted, do so in an open and playful and curious way, not with judgment, but rather use that very situation that played out as a resource for you, as the resource that it is for you. And in that way, you are able to transcend your own limitations in those given situations and include the learnings and the yearnings for the learnings. So go off and enjoy an increased flexibility in your day-to-day as a human being, a flexibility that is available to each and every one of us. Let us know if you've got any questions. We're super happy to respond and jump into conversation with you guys.